What began 3.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense operating from the pistol. First play looking to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, ducks back looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Big moment early in this championship game. Third down coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The tight end has got it. We stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on third down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass not complete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Looks like he's going to run it. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now first and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Wants to throw it. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw here. Good throw, complete to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Now down he goes. It's a sack. And they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. And a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
Alabama looking to convert on fourth down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. And looking to throw now on first down. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a second down play. Here comes the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Short connection to the tight end here. In the clear at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Now it's second down here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Breaking free at the 35. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw again. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Trying to convert with a sneak. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it down the right side. Not a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They go with a direct snap. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Can he make it to the marker? They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
And now a carry here for the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense and just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense is still clicking. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? The shotgun handoff here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. He's found some room at the 45. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point.
What I miss.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Here's a great example of the defensive line not fearing the run game. They know this offense, this situation, they've got to throw the ball. So pin those ears back and get after the quarterback.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab made by the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Short pass finds the tight end. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tight end makes the grab. And the defense brings him down.
Of course, boy, the defense has got to do a better job of being aware of the tight end over the middle of the field. Quarterback saw him open, made a nice throw.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gay. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Critical moment in this conference championship. 10th play of the drive. 3rd down and short. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to chuck it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
He'll hand it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure, and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that 1st down.
Close to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. The Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So 1 final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's got a man down the middle. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
It went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. He lets it go, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made by the tight end. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Second down play coming up. The DB's backing off from the line now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Alabama. They connect for 6.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
On the ground, it's Adams. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tight end makes the catch on the corner route. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the fullback takes a turn running the football. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
1st and 10 play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Longhorns line it up with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Quickly tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. He keeps it on a design run. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Coming off another score late in the game, they'll kick the ball away and let the defense just close out this win. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25.
What I miss.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it to the left. Fighting off the defender.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12. Have become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.